Well, hello, welcome back to Geektopia Island. We're here with the new Kevin's Kreations. I'm your host, Kevin.
And I'm your other host, William.
And we're here to bring you a new flavor of the month or flavor of the week for Welser. Everybody's been asking about him, and no one wanting to see what he does and what he can do. So we came up with a fun little Welser deck. It's actually one of the local players, and it's pretty strong.
Yeah, it looks pretty. With the combination of cards he's chosen, it seems pretty amazing.
Yeah, we'll get through it, and we'll show you the deck list down below. So make sure you check it out and give us a like. And let's get on to it.
Welser has a lot of text that we have to go through, so bear with us.
Yeah. All right. So Welser the Archmage. He is the red ruler from the new set. He judgments for one of each color: white, red, black, green, blue.
Yes.
And he's got energized red, and his front side only allows him to play Wicked Spirits and Crests for fire magic, or for fire wills.
Because if you notice later in the stones, we only really have fire stones, fire and green.
And then his other ability is you can tap a crest to add a mana of that color.
Yeah.
But it's only for his judgment cost. So if you have a white crest, you add a white for his judgment.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just all about playing the Wicked Spirits and the crests. The more crests you have, the better he gets.
Yep. And if we're able to, basically you need almost 3 crests out, and then you can pay your other 2 mana to go ahead and flip them.
Yeah.
And what does the judgment do? It's quite a bit.
All right, so when he judgments, he turns into the King of Demons. He's a 15/15, so he's already just big.
Yeah.
And when he comes into play, you put a Wicked Spirit from your hand into play.
We only have 2 Wicked Spirits, but they're powerful enough to make it worth it.
And then if he has got 3 crests, he gets Swiftness, which is why you always want to flip with 3 crests. If you have 5 crests, good lord, this is going to kill me. He comes with Imperishable and Precision as well.
Which 15/15 Imperishable Swiftness is just coming at you.
Yeah, and the final ability, one of the most powerful ones on him, is when he flips, he puts 3 -1 counter, or 3 -1/-1 counters on all opponent's creatures.
Which is insane, I think.
Yeah, and when he attacks, he can do it as well. So if he has Swiftness, you're essentially putting -6/-6 on all of their dudes.
Yeah, just out of the bat.
It's just so good.
Yeah.
I have a 15/15, -6/-6 to all your dudes. And you're taking 15, because why not?
After seeing this guy, I'm like, well, what about the other J-rollers? Like, there's no point.
Yeah,
it feels
it's pretty silly. All right.
Speaking of Crest, Kevin, looks like we'll go ahead and go through all of them, because we do have all 5 in the deck. The first one is the Magic Crest of Water. 1 blue comes into play. Draw a card.
Simple, easy. And with Welser on the front side, you play for a red.
Yeah, just first turn if you wanted to.
Yeah. Second one we got is the Magic Crest of Darkness.
Yes.
And it's really good a little later in the game because it brings back a dude from your graveyard to your hand. So whenever you kill a dude, or let's say one of your other little creatures dies, you get it back.
And it's also just 1 mana as well, so it's simple enough to play. The next one seems very powerful when I read it. The Magic Crest of Light. When it comes into play, distribute 4 1/1 counters through up to 4 dudes. So that's 4 dudes on 1, 2, 2. You know, you get
it's so
get
good.
The deal. Yeah, for 1 mana.
If y'all played it in limited, if you ever get that in a limited event, just take it because that card is amazing. Because you just did 1 mana +4/+4 permanently.
Yeah,
awesome,
just crazy.
Next one we got is Magic Crest of Fire. It is a 2 mana or 2 willpower, and it deals 6 to a Resonator.
Yeah, pretty good. 2 to take out a dude.
Yeah,
sounds good.
All day.
And the last crest that we have is the Magic Crest of the Wind. It costs 3, a little more expensive. 1 green will, and 2 colorless. When this card enters field, put the top card of your Magic Stone into the field. Just like straight up. Just doesn't come to play tapped either. It just straight up you get another stone.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Those are the crests those are the only crests that are available right now, but they're all good in their own aspect. They do a lot for you. And like the red crest is really good because it kills a lot of the big threats right now, like Sylvia. Just gets her off your board turn 2. You can answer their Sylvia with a turn 2 of your own, killing her. It gets rid of Mikay and all the little cats that are running around because everyone knows that those are running everywhere. And Abdul's, it kills Abdul.
Yeah. And if you want a quick beater, of course, the white Magic Crest. Just all your small creatures that we have right here.
Yeah.
That we'll go through and just make them big.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Speaking of that, let's get into the dudes.
Yep. Of course, Tama, always a good one drop there.
Yeah, I mean it's Tama. Everybody loves Tama.
And with fill, draw a card, and then you could sack it. Correct.
Yeah, sack it for 2 minutes for 2 damage.
2 damage. Not too bad.
And I mean, if you make it a 6/6 beater with a white crest, you're getting there.
Just getting there real quick. The second creature we have is also another kitty cat, Mikay.
Mikay is the 2-drop cat. He comes in and you look at the top 3, put 1 in your hand, and the rest on the bottom. And he deals 4 damage when you sacrifice him. So he's a bigger Tama.
Yep.
And
it helps you search for your crest as well.
He's still a 2/2 as well on the damage, but he shoots for more.
Yeah. And speaking of Sylvia, we also have her in the deck. 6/6 comes in play with swiftness and tap a dude when she swings.
Yeah,
very good.
That doesn't tap a dude. It makes him not block.
Oh, it makes him not block. I
mean,
I apologize.
Similar idea, but
J Resonator as well.
I mean, if you're playing red green, you need to auto add that girl into anything because she's just so good. She's so strong in everything.
And even if you play her turn 3 with Crest of Light, she's a 10/10.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
Next one we got is one of the Wicked Spirits, and it is Elixir. She is a 10/10 for 4, and as long as you control a red crest, she deals 6 damage to all their creatures when she comes into play.
All the opponent's creatures.
Yeah, yes. All your opponent's creatures. And if you control Black Crest, she kills 1 target dude. So you can kill their big dude and then kill off the little dudes as long as you have red and a Black Crest in play. Yes. Otherwise, her abilities will trigger separately. So if you only have a red, you get the red one.
Yes.
If you have a black, you get the black one.
So hopefully, by that turn, with as much crest as you have, you should be able to at least get one of those out.
Yeah, and you really only want to play her if you can get both, really. But don't get greedy. If you need to use it to kill little dudes, do it.
Yeah, just get it out.
Because I mean, it's still a 10/10 that's going to beat there.
Exactly. The next one, I do believe these are one of the new creatures of it. Bahmaut, 4. He's a 5/5. Also, when he comes into play, choose one. Put 5 1/1 counters on it, or deals 10 damage to a target J Resonator. That's pretty awesome. This card gains flying as long as there's a +1/+1 counter on it. It was put on by this card. So.
Yeah. So if he puts the counters on himself, he gets flying and is a 10/10. So I mean, it's hot. You're like 4 men, I'm killing that dude, or I'm gonna
have a 10/10 flyer.
Just be big. And then you put 5 counters on him, and then you do a Magic Crest of Light, and you put 4 more. All day I'll make a 14/14 flyer.
Heck yeah. Sounds awesome.
Next dude we got is another Wicked Spirit. It is Beelzebub. He's the best one to drop from the hand when you flip Welser.
Oh yeah.
Because he's a 15/15 for 5 with flying. He comes in, he puts 5 -1/-1 counters on himself. So in essence he's only a 10/10 when he starts.
But
and his big ability is you can transfer -1/-1 counters from him to another creature. So
that's at instant speed, correct?
Yeah, so you remove 1, that thing gets -1/-1. So if they try to kill him with the 10 damage, you're just like, I'm going to make it bigger by removing a counter. And his other thing is whenever a creature your opponent controls that has a -1/-1 counter on it dies, he gets a -1 counter. So he gets to keep filling himself up to keep putting them out. If that makes any kind of sense.
Especially with a J-roller swinging, killing all the small dudes. He gets smaller, but then you can go ahead and kill all their big dudes that need a little more -1/-1 counters.
So Beelzebub will help you get rid of the big dudes as well as you get all those counters back because Welser puts them all out. It's silly the way it works, and it's game changing and game breaking if it works correctly.
It should. Hopefully, you're pretty much going to win if this happens.
Yeah, I mean, and if you have it correct, if you can get it right, you can swing for 30 damage with both him and Welser.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just goofy.
It's just real goofy.
And the final guy we got is the Evil Dragon Hellblaze. It is a 5-mana 12/12 with flying, and when it comes into play, you search for 2 Magic Crests and put them in your hand. So, whichever 2 you need, you're just like, I'm gonna go get these.
Yep.
So if you need the other 2 colors to flip Welser and get all 5 out, you can. Or if you just want to get 2 white crests to pump something up and just win, you can do that.
Exactly.
He's just got a lot of utility in what he can do for it. A deck like this is like, I wouldn't say is required, but it's very it's very helpful.
Especially to give your J-roller imperishable. Towards the end, you're just like, okay, go get these crests before you flip them.
Yeah,
done.
Dude, he's super strong. And we do have a couple other little cards that help us out. Nothing really, it's the Otherworldly Dreams, the 1-mana counterspell.
Yes.
They can put something else with the same cost in play. I mean, it's good, and it does its job right, and that's what it's for.
Exactly. So it stalls the other player real quick while you're building up your crests and everything.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's so good.
And then, of course, Kallias Blaze. 2-drop quick cast, deal 6 damage to target player, J Resonator.
Yeah, so I mean, it's lightning, it's Crimson Ray, except that you don't gain life.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's 1 red instead of red and white.
Exactly.
It's red and 1 instead of red and white for the same amount of damage.
It seems like this deck can explode almost at any time.
Yeah.
If you get the right combination of crests.
Yeah, once you get your 3 crests, on the Otherworldly Dreams, you mostly want to use it to counter board wipes and or crest removal.
Yeah.
Because you don't want your crest dying, because that's your backbone of the deck.
Is there a Destroy All Editions?
There is right now.
Out there,
Heavenly Gust, you want to make sure you get that countered, so that way they don't kill all of your things.
Because once this guy gets popular, and it looks like he's going to be, they're definitely going to be citing that in as much as possible.
Yeah, he'll be a big... I think once somebody... If this works right and plays right against all the other stuff, which it's played against pretty well against elves, if it gets going, this dude's going to be one of the best control decks there is, honestly. Because he's super strong. Anything that puts negative counters out is always amazing.
Instantly, with Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies as well.
Yeah.
Seems ridiculous. Now, what do we have on the board to help us?
Alright, so in the board, we have our own Heavenly Gust, because, I mean, it's just good. Yeah. You want to make sure you kill Dish and Hate, because you don't need them. I don't need them. No.
Exactly. Good. As we said, he gets bigger and better, then people are going to use them, and then mirror matches.
Yeah, I mean, it helps for mirror matches, and it helps with just other additions.
Yeah.
Next, we got Soul Debt. It's just creature removal. Put that dude on the bottom that just came into play, because, no, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Or if they flip their Welser, you're just like, oh, put your Beelzebub on bottom, because no, not dealing with that.
You're not going to deal with that.
Wind Secluded Refuge is the next one we got, and it's just to protect Welser or to protect whoever you need to protect. Comes into play, you draw a card, and you sacrifice it and counter target spell targeting a dude.
Nice, that works.
One of the next cards we got is Fiendfire for the aggro matchup. It's an X spell, and it deals 200 times X to target creature or player. And if black was spent, you gain that much life.
Nice.
Super good, because you're just early game, kill that little dude, gain 4. I mean, it can save you, but then late game, if you need to just finish the game or gain a good amount of life,
then you
get there. And then we got Frigg. Frigg is just your reset. She gets an addition, a creature, and a chant from your graveyard into your hand. So, I mean, if you run in late and need some things, you just get them back.
Yep, sounds good.
Next, we got 3 Crimson Sanction. This is one of my favorite cards of the whole game, because it's 1 mana, deal 4 to a target J Resonator, or 3 to target player.
Just straight up.
Yeah, and if you have Seal 5, which is having 5 different lands in play, then it deals 7 to it deals 400 plus to everything. So it does 800 to a Resonator, or 7 to a player.
Nice. Kill a big dude and wipe the little boards as well.
Yeah, it's just so good if you have 5 lands, because you're just like, boop, kill that. And the final card in the board is Gale Force, because those pesky flyers, man, they're just everywhere. You just need to make sure you have a way to answer them.
I mean, your flyers are definitely going to be bigger than theirs, but...
Yeah, I mean...
Until then, you're going to get rid of them real quick.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you have a way to answer flyers, because they could get there real easily. And that takes us into the land base. The lands are pretty straightforward. There is 2 that you definitely need for this, and those we'll get over first. The Magic Stone of Dark Depths, which is the blue-black dual stone, and the Magic Stone of Heaven's Rift, which is the white-black one. The reason you need these is for when you Judgment Welser. After you Judgment, you need a way to be able to play the black, blue, and white crests.
Yes.
Because every other color we have covered already, but you have to have these to still be able to play your crests, because he doesn't have the fun ability to play
tap
red
crest
to add red mana for crests. So you got to have those 2. The next one, we have 4 of the blue. They're the red green dual stone, the Magic Stone of Blasting Waves. I mean, It's a given.
Yeah.
Mainly a red deck. And then right now we're split. We have 2 Magic Stones of 7 Summer's Breeze, which is the Vingolf Stone. It has 2 mana counters on it, and normally it adds a red. And if you remove a counter, it adds a green. So you can do that. And then we also have Memory of Reincarnation, which is the Priscia Stone. And when it dies, you would draw a card, but you don't really have a way to kill it in this deck, so it's not really that big of a deal.
You just use it
Mostly we use it for the mana.
For the will, yeah.
But we may end up taking that out and putting in 2 more of the Summer Breeze just because we don't really need to pay the 3 life. We're not sure yet. We're going to figure that out and with more play testing. But
of course,
that's the majority of Welser. That's him in a pretty good nutshell as to what he can do.
Yeah. After seeing him after all the deck techs we've done, I'm like, the power creep is coming to be real, I think.
He's pretty silly. I just realized that this deck has like 7 big dude flyers, and it blows my mind because you just like Bahmaut's a flyer, Hellblaze is a flyer, and Beelzebub's a flyer.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're on point with flyers.
And you can get 2 creatures for free and once you Judgment too. You're just like, oh, here's another big dude. Have that.
Yeah, it's just silly. All right, and well, that's how Welser more or less plays out. He's all about his crests. Hope y'all enjoyed your stay at Geektopia Island. This has been a new Kevin's Kreations. And give us any comments down below. Let us know what you think, what you want to see next. I'm working on a spicy little Shayla brew, so keep that up. We'll keep you up to date on that guy.
All right, thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and keep up to date with our future content.
And please join us on our social media and check us out on Twitch.